So we're just off to Ikea. We've got a day off. Shocking. There's not a lot for us to do this weekend.
Is this a day off?
You know, you love Ikea. I don't know what you're on about. There's not much we can do at the house because we're just waiting on the plasterers really to do all the stuff they need to do before we can crack on. And we're going to have a look at the kitchen options in Ikea. That is like the integrated storage, the units, cabinetries and things. Because there's some doors that we absolutely love from a company called Naked Kitchens that we're going to go and visit on Wednesday. So they fit the doors to Ikea cabinets. They can do the full kitchen, but they are a lot more expensive potentially. But we're not sure yet.
We would think it'd be quite nice if there is like a long lead time. We could just get Ikea now, take it home and fit it.
Yeah, and we don't care what the inside of a cupboard looks like, as long as the integrated storage options are good. So yeah, we're going to go and have a look around, see what the options are, even though we've had a look before. And then
we haven't looked at kitchens properly.
We haven't properly looked at the kitchens. And then if it is like a good option, and we want to get the cupboard doors that we love from Naked Kitchens, then you know, it might work out really well. So
let's give it a go.
We'll see how it goes. For example, they've got storage where you've got like your dividers. It's like pretty versatile, different stuff you can do. That's quite I like that divider stuff. That's cool. Yeah, it's just basically you can just pretty much obviously just do anything you want, and it's great that you can buy everything and just take it home. No wait for lead times or anything like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Not bothered about the little drawer mats, but there you go. Like you got your bin one as well. What I like about doing it this way is that we can just pretty much pick everything ourselves and just take it away straight away, which I really like. Do like this. Pull out your little like laundry type storage area. Pull out organiser. That's it, 77 quid. Quality inside, it's nice as well. We quite like the going with the black. The black looks nice. I think we'd go with maybe go with that. So we're out of Ikea. Final thoughts? Jerry Springer style.
Final thoughts. I thought they were alright.
Yeah, I think the nothing wrong with the quality of the cupboards, my opinion. Lots of different storage options, integrated bits. The fact that you can just order it all online and it just gets delivered for 50 quid.
In like 2 or 3 days or something stupid.
Yeah. And as well, can go and, if you know, down the line you decide that you need some more different bits and pieces within the cupboard, you can just go to Ikea and pick them up.
One of our many Ikea visits.
Yeah. So yeah, overall we're impressed. We like I particularly like the black cabinetry inside.
Inside, yeah, look better.
That looks better.
You don't see the holes as much either.
No, I think paired with the doors that we really like, which we'll show when we go to Naked Kitchen. Yeah, I think we'll do like a separate video as well when we decide what we're going to go with, what we're going to do.
Plus the other option is Howden's as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do the Naked Kitchen doors go on Howden's cupboards as well?
Yeah. When we saw those doors, we were like, those are the doors. They're basically like little they're called Ladbroke handles, aren't they?
Well, it's like
a little cut out within the cupboard.
Like they have on like plywood kitchens and stuff.
But we really like that look of that one. And if we compare it with either Ikea or with Howden's,
or anyone, it says really.
Yeah,
if you give them dimensions,
can do anything.
So.
Then you can do anything.
DIY kitchens even.
Yeah. So, but we just like the idea of the Ikea option, just because
it's just there. You grab it.
Yeah, and if it's like similar sort of quality, then why not?
If there's a bit missing, we can just go and get it.
Yeah.
Swap it, whatever.
So we've looked at the Ikea cabinets now, and we're off to Naked Kitchens today to have a look at theirs because we really like the doors there, as we've said already. It's a 2.5 hour drive, so you know we're obviously committed. I'm going to see what the cabinetry is like as well, and hopefully make a decision. We have got the Ikea planning appointment on Sunday, so together with this and Sunday we should have pretty much decided what we're going to do. I mean, if the cabinets are amazing inside, we need to decide whether it's worth paying the extra money to do that. But yeah, we'll hopefully get some videos of the actual showroom, and it's near. It's in Norfolk, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently there's a nice little seaside town nearby that we might go get some lunch. Yeah, the oak's really nice. And this is the pier house. You've got all your colours over here as well. And then you can mix it up and have in frame together with, what is it? Nice. The simple design.
Yeah,
slab basically. And that's the walnut inside. And in the handle. So we've just left Naked Kitchens. We've probably inserted a little bit of footage as well. We'd have somebody walking around with us, so you kind of feel like you don't want to be like videoing all the time while they're telling you about the kitchens. Really impressed with the doors. We've been able to pretty much pick the ones that we want now. Really like the simple slab design with a Ladbroke handle, which we'll show in the video as well. And like the grain effect we prefer to the matte effect. That looked just a little bit glossy, so we think we're going to go with the grain. And the cabinetry is really good quality. I know that we've said we're not that bothered what the inside of a cupboard looks like, but if we're going to have a look at pricing up the Ikea cabinetry and the Naked Kitchen and try and like decide what we think would work better for us. But yeah, the quality is there, it's really good. And the lead time is typically 10 to 12 weeks, she was saying, but because of Christmas it's probably going to be like January now before it'll be ready, if we decided to order it.
Christmas.
I know. Yeah, so overall glad we came. Really good to be able to actually see them. Different effects that they've got as well with inside the cabinetry. They've got an oak and open ear, and then they've got the walnut as well, haven't they?
Yeah.
So that was really good, and gave us lots of information as well. Gave us walk around, it gave us some samples, some wood samples. So we've got this colour, which is Manchester blue, which we're going to go with in the kitchen. And then we think we're going to go with, it's called Swallowtail in the utility. I think we're going to be a bit crazy and out there and have yellow in there.
It looked quite like mid-century, quite retro, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It looked really good against those handles, big time. I do really like the pier house as well, but I don't think it's going to work as well with the, I think those two other colours together will be really good. So those two. But yeah, overall impressed. Think that we'll probably go with Naked Kitchen for everything. But yeah, we'll decide. I've decided for us.
Fair enough.
But we are going to do the Ikea appointment on Sunday, and we'll do a little video about that as well before we make our decision, because we really need to order the kitchen preferably in the next week. So once the plastering's done, we can measure up properly and get that ordered. Fingers crossed. And so we've made a decision in regards to the kitchen. We're going to go with Naked Kitchens for everything. We were, as you will noted in the video so far, thinking of using some of the Ikea cabinetry,
However, mixing and matching the cabinets, we think is just going to be a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah.
If something goes wrong with some part of the kitchen, we wouldn't want it to be an issue with any warranties or anything like that. If we've got, say, a cupboard from Ikea and then another cupboard from Naked Kitchens. So we've decided, because we really like the look of the cabinetry, even though we've said that we wasn't too bothered about the inside, when we actually did go to Naked Kitchens, the quality is really there. And obviously you're opening your cupboards all the time, but some cupboards in particular, like your larder type ones or your integrated storage, and we think that it'd be good to have that as better quality really. But also they build everything on site, so you can make it as well as bespoke as you want really. Like if you want to add little different things, like for example there's a larder cupboard where you can add like a spice rack type thing on one of the doors, stuff like that. But that's a good thing with putting it together on here. So we're obviously going with the option of adding everything to a basket, working out what we need. We've already had plans from numerous places, so we know what we want design wise. And then what we can do is, once we've created our basket, we can send it over to the lady we were speaking to the other day, and she can let us know if there's anything that we might have missed. But also, if we want to add anything, like we're thinking of adding a spice rack type option on one of the larder cupboards. So things like that we can ask her about then. But they can pretty much do anything you want. They can mix things up. As we said before, they're building everything on site, so you could actually email her about something and ask if a certain thing can be done. They can literally go and talk to site about your particular kitchen when it's being done as well, can't they really?
Yeah.
So that's something that's really good. So yeah, we've made the decision. So we've got the plasterboard on now in our kitchen, in the open plan area. So we've been able to measure up as accurately as we possibly can. So we're going to basically finish off the design now and then send over the basket, hopefully get it ordered by Monday, and then we should get it in January. But I think it's just a little bit easier as well, having everything from one place and not mixing and matching too much. One of the perks with Ikea is that we'd be able to literally order it and get it pretty quickly, which is a great perk. And we've had a look, as you'll see in the video, at the quality of the cabinetry. It does look really good. It's not that we've got anything against the Ikea option. It's just that it's, when we've been to Naked Kitchens, we just really we love the doors and the handles from them. And doing something like this, with the internal areas like the integrated storage, they just look really good quality, don't they? We just think we added it up for the Ikea and the mixing it up with the Ikea and the Naked Kitchen, and having the mix up of the two, there's not a huge difference, is there, in price in terms of...
I think it was more, there wasn't that many units where we could just go, oh, we'll just use the Ikea one.
Yeah, so you end up going down the road of, it not being worthwhile mixing it up. Oh, Lola. And we think that another thing actually is, just while you're looking at appliances there, we've not actually spoken to her yet about the appliances, but I think that they can get some sort of discount, can't they, as well? Appliances. So we're going to look at that. But yeah, we're going to get it all ordered, and we're just really excited to be at this point in the build. But yeah, overall I would say, if you are looking at the Ikea options, there are some great pros to the Ikea route. Obviously, you can just go and pick up everything from the warehouse that they've got there. You don't have to wait. You haven't got lead times. I mean, the lead time for Naked Kitchens is going to be it's going to be January now. It's about 14 to 16 weeks. Obviously, you can pick everything up with Ikea. The quality looks good as well with them. It's just that when we saw the doors from Naked Kitchens, we just love that style of door. And they've got the colour that we want as well. So that's why we've decided to go down that route.
So we've just ordered our kitchen, and we just thought we'd do a quick video just talking you through how we made some decisions, what sort of sizes we work to, all that kind of information that might be useful, because we've done end up doing quite a lot of research in the end, haven't we, really trying to find what cupboards would fit where and how to fill spaces, just to try and make it look as fitted as possible, just to really fill the space. So start off with the height. So we've got a laser measure, which you might have seen, so we can get really accurate dimensions. And so we've got measured the height as 2.44, so it's slightly higher than standard. So we want it to really fill that height to the ceiling. So we double check with Naked Kitchens in terms of what they would recommend is the tallest unit, because you've obviously got to get it in the room and then stand it up. So they said that they should have at least 100mm between the top of the cabinet and the ceiling. So we've gone for 2.3, which then leaves us 140 at the top. Now they do sell on the website, they sell what they call a painted pelmet, which is an angled pelmet, so that's designed to go on top, but they're only 70mm upstand. So when we've got them to check it, we've put a 70mm, which would have meant a 70mm gap at the top, which we could have lived with. But what they've actually suggested is that you can use the pelmet, which is designed for the bottom. You can actually get that in size as 100 or 150mm. So with a 140mm gap to fill, we've ordered the 150, and we're just going to cut 10mm off all the way along, and that should fit perfectly right to the ceiling. And then there's a 100mm obviously plinth at the bottom as well. So that's 2.3 plus the 140 gets us to our 2.44. Then in terms of width going across, so again we've measured it fairly accurately with our laser measure, and we've got 4.09 meters or 4090mm. So the things that were fixed were really the oven units had to be 600 wide, so we've got 2 of those. The fridge is also 600 wide, and then down at the bottom here we've got the dishwasher as a 600mm. So starting from the left, we've got a 600mm freezer, or fridge, sorry, and also we've got a bit crazy with the symmetry. We've tried to make it as symmetrical as physically possible. So based on those units that need to be 600, this fridge, oven, we've therefore made this pantry unit 600 wide as well. So they're all symmetrical. That's your dishwasher at 600, so we've gone for this one at 600 as well, which is a pull-out bin. So 66666 leaves us, of our just over 4 meters, we're given a 400mm sink unit. So we were looking for 500, but actually 400 is about the right size. In addition to those dimensions, obviously these tall units on the either side of this lower section, you'll need an end panel, otherwise you'll see the side of the unit, and these end panels are 22mm. So there's 2 of those to account for, which is 44mm, which gets us to nearly our 4.09. And actually you can get end fillers. Yeah, so you can buy what they call end filler pieces, which are 22mm wide as well. And we would, if we put one at that end to the right height, that should completely fill the space and gets us to 4.088 of our 4.09. So we're literally 2mm off, which I'm sure we could have a 1mm gap at either end, which we could just fill in, and you wouldn't even notice that. So really happy with that width, and it means we've managed to use the standard dimensions rather than having to pay extra for the custom sizes. And then across the top, we changed our mind a few times, but we quite like the idea of the sort of the 2 handles being next to each other. So with our 646 at the bottom, we've actually ended up with 2 800 double units at the top. You can have these in a few depths, but what we wanted was to bring them forward, so they're the same depth as these front units. So we've gone for the 400 deep wall units, and we're going to have to put some timber behind them on the wall just to pull them forward, so they're flush with the front of the units, and then we can have this plinth all the way along the top, which will then look like one piece, which should be good. On the island, so it's a double-sided island. We've got a induction hob with a downdraft extractor, so that takes up quite a bit of space on that side. So underneath there we've gone for 1 metre wide double pan drawers We did initially make the mistake of trying to put a hidden utensil drawer underneath that, but obviously with the downdraft you can't have that, there isn't the space. So instead we've done 500 wide pan drawers either side of it, so all that side is just 2 pan drawers, 500 wide at either end, and we've put a utensil in one side and a cutlery drawer in the other hidden drawers, so they're an extra that we'd add on. And then on the back of the island again, seeing as that's 2 metres on that side, we've done 2 1 metre wide double cupboards, which would just finish off this side of the island. And then obviously underneath that we've got the plinths, and on the ends you obviously have to have end panels, so you can, for each of these units you could put an end panel on, but what I didn't, I took them off, and what I've done is created a bespoke end panel which is the full width of the island, so you can basically make that to any size. So I've done that as 1.2 long and 900 wide, and that covers both sides of the island. So we did very similar with the utility. We've obviously gone for the different colour, but we kept the height the same.
It's not orange, by the way.
It's not orange, it's supposed to be mustard. It does look orange on the camera, actually.
It's really orange.
So in here, because we've got dishwasher, sink, everything else in the kitchen, in here we decided that we wanted a freezer, washer, dryer, and another larder and a dog cupboard. That was what we sort of wanted in here. So we've set the walls at building stage, because these 2 walls here were stud walls, so we could put them wherever we wanted, almost within tolerance. So we've managed to fit them fairly well to this kitchen layout. So we've got a full height freezer, which we were going to do a single height, but you can get a double height, like full height freezer, which we thought would be more useful. We've then got 2 600s on this side, because we've got 2.457 along that wall and 2.347 along that wall, so there's about 200mm difference between the two. So what we managed to do is 600 larder there, we're going to have a 600 dog cupboard there and a 600 there for the washing machine. This will be a corner unit, which they do various door sizes for, so actually we've managed to get a 550 cupboard door in the corner, and that then has a total size of 1090 this way, which when you add in the 600 for the dryer, that perfectly fits that with the 22mm end panel within a couple of millimetres. And on this side you've got the corner cupboard, then you've got a 40mm corner piece to take account of, and the 22mm end panel on this tall cupboard, and then again those all add up to the 2, 4, 5, 7 within a couple of mil as well. So it's going to look pretty fitted at the top and each of these sides, and because this is a corner we can sort of pull one side or the other side outwards if we wanted to, just to narrow the gap down and make it sure it fully fills it.
We'll no doubt do another video when it comes, and how easy it is to assemble, because we're doing things like that ourselves. But yeah, we just thought we'd share our decision making process really. And thanks for watching as always, and I'm sure we will have numerous videos with other DIY projects as well.